You probably walk past empty bottles every single day. But what if those bottles could transform your garden into pure magic? In today's video, I'll show you 27 stunning summer garden creations made from recycled bottles. Ideas you've likely never seen before. From rainbow archways to fairy house villages, each one proves that beauty can bloom from waste. Welcome to Arkan Aesthetic Studio, a channel where we turn everyday trash into extraordinary treasures for your backyard. This video has timestamps for easy navigation, so jump to what inspires you most, and if something sparks your imagination, leave a comment below. Maybe to you, I'm just another face on a screen. But behind this content is a real story and a real family. This isn't just a video, it's a piece of my heart. Every like, every comment, every subscribe truly matters. When you subscribe, you're not just helping a creator, you're helping a dream stay alive. One, rainbow bottle curtain pergola. In today's garden transformation, we're turning forgotten plastic bottles into a magical rainbow curtain pergola that will completely change the way your backyard feels. Imagine sitting under a pergola in midsummer, while streams of colored light dance across your patio, your plants, and even your face. This enchanting effect is created by nothing more than discarded bottles, given a second life with a simple coat of paint. Start by collecting bottles of different sizes, then cut their bottoms or sides depending on the design you want. Paint them with bold, vibrant colors, ruby red, golden yellow, ocean blue, and soft violet. Once dry, string them together with sturdy fishing line or wire, and hang them along the edges and roof of your pergola. As the sunlight pours through, your garden is instantly transformed into a glowing rainbow sanctuary. What was once trash now becomes a living piece of art, one that doesn't just decorate, but also tells a story of creativity and care. Every breeze brings a shimmer of light and movement, reminding us that beauty can always be reborn. Two, plastic bottle fairy tower. Welcome to a little piece of magic hidden in your backyard, the plastic bottle fairy tower. This project transforms ordinary waste into a whimsical structure that sparks wonder for children and adults alike. Picture a glowing tower nestled among roses and lavender, as if it were the secret home of fairies, crafted entirely from bottles you once thought were useless. To create this tower, gather plastic bottles in different sizes. Paint them with pastel or jewel tones, soft lavender, mint green, deep sapphire, and rosy pink. Once the paint dries, cut and stack the bottles into a tower shape, using hot glue or eco-friendly cement for stability. Add small cutout windows and top it with a pointed roof made from painted scraps. Surround the base with flowers, herbs, or even tiny stepping stones to make it feel like part of a magical village. When sunlight shines through the colorful bottles, the tower glows softly, becoming a garden jewel that catches every eye. It's more than decoration, it's an invitation to dream, reminding us that even discarded things can create worlds of imagination. 3. DIY Bottle Pond Fountain. Imagine the soothing sound of water trickling in your garden, not from an expensive store-bought feature, but from something you built yourself with bottles you nearly threw away. That's the charm of the DIY Bottle Pond Fountain, a project that blends creativity with sustainability, adding movement and music to your summer backyard. To begin, collect several plastic bottles and cut them into curved pieces that can guide the flow of water. Paint them in vibrant tones like turquoise, coral, and sunshine yellow. Once dry, assemble them into a cascading structure, stacking them over a small pump that continuously circulates water from the pond. As the water trickles down each painted piece, it creates a sparkling rainbow effect under the sunlight. Surround your pond with blooms, roses, lavender, daisies, or plant vegetables and strawberries nearby to make the space feel alive and abundant. Not only will this fountain attract birds and butterflies, but it will also transform your garden into a place of calm retreat. What was once waste now sings with life, proving that even the simplest materials can bring endless beauty. Four. Trash Bottle Butterfly Arch. Step into a magical world with the Trash Bottle Butterfly Arch, where discarded bottles transform into a dazzling gateway of color and imagination. This creation turns what was once plastic waste into fluttering wings that seem alive under the summer sun. Children love walking through it, while gardeners admire its charm as it frames the entrance to a blooming path. To build your own, start by cutting bottle bottoms and sides into butterfly shapes. Paint each one in radiant colors, orange like monarch wings, sapphire blue, lemon yellow, and soft lavender. Once dry, attach the butterflies onto a wire or wooden arch using clear fishing line or strong glue. The result is an arch that looks as if butterflies have gathered to welcome you into the garden. Set your arch above a pathway surrounded by roses, lavender, or climbing grapevines to make the scene feel alive. When sunlight hits the painted wings, they glow and cast colorful shadows on the ground. This DIY arch is more than decoration. It's a joyful reminder that beauty can be reborn from waste, lifting spirits every time you pass beneath it. Five. Upcycled Bottle Fire Pit Glow Fence. Transform your backyard gatherings into something unforgettable with the upcycled Bottle Fire Pit Glow Fence. This simple yet striking idea takes ordinary discarded bottles and turns them into a radiant border that glows beautifully by firelight. Imagine sitting with friends on a summer evening, laughter in the air, while the bottles shimmer like jewels around the flames. To make this glowing fence, collect plastic bottles in various sizes. Cut them evenly at the base and paint them in deep, rich shades: amber, ruby red, emerald, and cobalt. Once dry, bury the bottlenecks into the soil around your fire pit, leaving the painted bodies exposed. By day, the bottles catch sunlight and sparkle in color. By night, they reflect the flickering fire, casting a magical glow across your garden. Surround the fire pit with blooming flowers and seasonal vegetables for an enchanting setting. Whether it's a quiet evening alone or a lively gathering with friends, this glowing fence proves that even trash can create warmth, atmosphere, and unforgettable moments. 6. Bottle cap mosaic bird bath. Bring both art and life to your garden with the bottle cap mosaic bird bath, a project that proves even the smallest scraps can make the biggest impact. Birds will love it, and your garden will gain a centerpiece that feels handmade, colorful, and truly one of a kind. To create this design, collect a variety of plastic or metal bottle caps. Paint them in bright, joyful colors like turquoise, sunflower yellow, emerald green, and ruby red. Arrange them into floral or geometric patterns on the inside surface of a shallow bird bath bowl, using waterproof adhesive to secure them in place. Once the mosaic is finished, fill the basin with fresh water and place the bird bath on a sturdy pedestal in your garden. Soon, sparrows, finches, and butterflies will gather around, drawn to the water and the rainbow of colors reflecting under the summer sun. Surround the base with fragrant blooms such as lavender or daisies, and add nearby vegetable patches to give the space a lively, abundant feel. This DIY bird bath doesn't just recycle. It creates a sanctuary where nature and art meet beautifully. Seven. Vertical strawberry wall with bottles. What if you could grow fresh strawberries right on your garden wall, using nothing more than bottles you might have thrown away? The vertical strawberry wall with bottles is a space-saving, eye-catching solution that transforms empty plastic into a living wall of sweetness. To create it, start by collecting large plastic bottles and cutting a rectangular opening on the side. Paint the bottles in soft pastel shades like mint green, sky blue, and rose pink for a cheerful look. Fill each bottle with potting soil, then plant strawberry seedlings inside. Mount the bottles horizontally on a wooden frame or fence, stacking them neatly to form rows that climb vertically. As the plants grow, ripe strawberries will begin to cascade down, turning your recycled wall into both a decoration and a harvest station. Sunlight glinting off the painted bottles makes the structure glow, while the fruit adds natural beauty and delicious rewards. Place it near lavender or climbing roses to blend utility with charm. This project proves that sustainability doesn't just look good, it tastes amazing, too. Eight. Bottle lantern tunnel pathway. Step into a magical walkway where every step feels like an invitation to wonder, the Bottle Lantern Tunnel Pathway. This project turns ordinary bottles into glowing beacons that transform a simple path into a storybook scene, perfect for summer evenings in the garden. To make it, collect bottles of different shapes and sizes. Paint them in rich jewel tones like sapphire, ruby, and emerald. Once dry, cut openings and fit each with a small LED candle or solar light. String the bottles along an arched frame over your pathway, letting them hang at varying heights to create depth and charm. By day, the painted bottles shine with color as sunlight filters through them. By night, they glow like enchanted lanterns, casting gentle light across the flowers and stones beneath. Surround your pathway with roses, lavender, or even vegetable beds for a lush backdrop. As you walk through, the tunnel feels alive with color and warmth, a reminder that even discarded bottles can light the way to something extraordinary. 9. Bottle cap fairy door frames. Invite a little magic into your backyard with the bottle cap fairy door frames, where even the smallest details spark joy and imagination. Perfect for children and dreamers alike, these tiny doors turn garden corners into whimsical storybook settings, made entirely from recycled materials. To make your own, collect bottle caps of all colors and sizes. Paint them with cheerful pastel tones, lavender, mint green, and butter yellow work beautifully. Arrange the caps around small wooden or cardboard doors, creating playful borders shaped like flowers or mosaic patterns. Attach your fairy doors at the base of trees, along raised beds, or tucked beside bushes. Add small accents such as moss, pebbles, or even hand-painted windows to make them look like a hidden world is just beyond the frame. Children will love imagining fairies slipping through at night, and adults will appreciate the charm these little creations bring to the garden. Surrounded by blooming flowers and vegetable beds, each fairy door feels like a magical secret waiting to be discovered. It's proof that with creativity, even bottle caps can open the door to wonder. "10. Bottle piece garden clock. Time in the garden doesn't have to be ordinary. It can bloom with color and creativity. The bottle piece garden clock is a striking feature that blends function and art, reminding us that every moment outdoors is a chance to create beauty from what we already have. To craft this unique piece, gather plastic bottles and cut them into shards of different shapes. Paint each shard with vibrant tones like crimson red, sapphire blue, emerald green, and sunflower yellow. Arrange the shards into numbers from 1 to 12, securing them on a circular wooden or metal base. Use upcycled metal pieces for the clock hands, painting them dark for contrast. Mount the clock on a garden wall, trellis, or even a freestanding frame. When sunlight hits the painted bottle pieces, they glow like stained glass, making the clock not only useful but mesmerizing to look at. Place it near climbing roses, lavender, or grapevines for a backdrop that feels alive with color. This project is more than a timepiece. It's a celebration of recycled art, turning waste into a timeless reminder that beauty is always within reach. "11. Bottle totem succulent tower. Rising from the earth like a garden sculpture, the bottle totem succulent tower is proof that trash can become timeless art. This DIY project creates a vertical display where every layer blooms with texture and life, turning old bottles into a totem of beauty. To create your tower, cut the bottoms of large plastic bottles to form ring-shaped planters. Paint them in earthy but lively colors: terracotta, jade, violet, and sky blue. Stack the rings vertically using a strong wooden or metal rod as the spine, securing each layer in place. Fill the rings with soil and plant different succulents such as echeveria, jade plants, or string of pearls that cascade gracefully down the sides. The result is a vibrant column that adds height and dimension to your garden. Surrounded by roses, lavender, or seasonal vegetables, the tower becomes a bold centerpiece that draws the eye instantly. With minimal watering and care, succulents thrive, making this project not only beautiful but also practical. What was once waste now stands tall, reminding us that creativity can elevate even the humblest of materials. (12) Recycled bottle waterfall wall. Bring the soothing sound of running water into your garden with the recycled bottle waterfall wall, a project that transforms plastic waste into a serene centerpiece. Perfect for summer afternoons, this creation turns ordinary bottles into a cascading fountain that delights both eyes and ears. To build it, collect large bottles and cut them into half-pipe shapes. Paint them with shimmering shades of aqua, turquoise, and emerald to mimic flowing water. Arrange them in staggered tiers along a wooden or metal frame, so water trickles from one bottle into the next. Connect the top to a small water pump placed in a reservoir at the base, allowing the flow to continuously recycle. When the sunlight strikes the painted surfaces, the entire wall sparkles like glass, while the gentle trickle creates a relaxing atmosphere. Surround it with roses, lavender, or grapevines to frame the wall naturally, and let vegetable beds nearby add a touch of abundance. More than a water feature, this waterfall wall is a reminder that creativity can turn waste into wonder, and peace can be crafted from the simplest of materials. (13) Bottle edge vegetable beds. Sometimes the simplest touches can make your garden feel extraordinary. The bottle edge vegetable beds take what would normally be trash and turn it into a colorful, practical border that both defines and beautifies your growing space. To make your own, collect plastic bottles in different sizes. Paint them in vibrant or pastel colors, mint, rose, sunshine yellow, or cobalt, for a cheerful effect. Once dry, turn the bottles upside down and press them firmly into the soil around the edges of your vegetable beds. Line them closely together to form a neat and playful border that keeps the soil contained while adding personality to your garden. Inside your raised beds, plant seasonal favorites such as tomatoes, peppers, carrots, or strawberries. The colorful bottles will catch the sunlight and make the vegetables look even more vibrant against their backdrop. Add nearby lavender or roses to blend utility with charm. This project doesn't just recycle. It elevates your garden into a space that feels lively, creative, and cared for. With just a little effort, your vegetable beds can become both functional and beautiful. (14) Hanging bottle bird feeder chandelier. Add elegance and life to your backyard with the hanging bottle bird feeder chandelier. This upcycled creation not only feeds the birds but also becomes a charming centerpiece that brings movement and music to your garden. To craft it, gather several glass or plastic bottles and paint them in jewel tones: emerald green, ruby red, sapphire blue, and gold. Cut openings at the neck and attach each bottle upside down onto a circular wooden or metal frame. Beneath each bottle, place a small dish or tray where the seeds will fall naturally. Suspend the entire structure from a pergola or sturdy tree branch, making sure it hangs securely. Within days, sparrows, finches, and robins will find their way to your chandelier, filling the air with song. By day, the bottles glisten under the sunlight, reflecting their vibrant colors. By evening, the design glows softly as the garden quiets down. Surround the area with lavender, climbing roses, or grapevines for a storybook backdrop. This project transforms ordinary bottles into a beacon of life, feeding the birds, delighting the eye, and reminding us that beauty thrives where creativity meets care. "15. Bottle cap mosaic stepping stones. Turn your everyday garden path into a gallery of creativity with bottle cap mosaic stepping stones. Each step becomes a story, decorated with patterns that make walking through your backyard feel like a journey of discovery. To create these stones, start by collecting plastic or metal bottle caps in a variety of colors. Paint them in bright shades: turquoise, crimson, emerald, and yellow. Using cement or stepping stone molds, arrange the caps into shapes such as butterflies, flowers, or spirals before the mixture sets. Once dried, the caps will be permanently embedded, creating colorful mosaic patterns that shine under the sun. Lay these stones along your garden path, weaving through flower beds and vegetable patches. The caps catch sunlight and cast playful shadows, while their patterns add personality to the garden. Children will love hopping from one design to another, and guests will pause to admire the handmade details. With this project, what was once waste becomes both functional and artistic, proof that even the smallest things can make a big difference in how your garden feels. "16. Plastic bottle secret message tree. Every garden has its secrets, and with the plastic bottle secret message tree, yours can hold whispers of hope, love, and creativity. This enchanting project turns discarded bottles into little capsules of wonder, swaying gently among the branches like treasures waiting to be found. To create your own, collect plastic bottles and paint them in translucent shades such as lavender, mint, or rose pink. Once dry, place a small surprise inside, perhaps a handwritten note, a child's drawing, dried herbs, or pressed flowers tied with ribbon. Punch a hole in the cap, thread a string or wire through it, and hang the bottles from sturdy branches of a garden tree. As the summer sun shines through, the bottles sparkle like lanterns, while the hidden messages inside invite curiosity. Children will love opening them to discover surprises, and adults will appreciate the poetic beauty they bring. Surrounded by blooming flowers and ripening vegetables, the message tree becomes both a decoration and a memory keeper. What was once waste now tells stories, reminding us that even the smallest creations can bring magic to the garden. "17. Bottle curtain for outdoor kitchen. Add charm and personality to your outdoor dining space with the bottle curtain for outdoor kitchen. This creative divider combines color, light, and movement, transforming empty bottles into a playful feature that feels both rustic and elegant. To make it, start by cutting the bottoms or sides of plastic bottles into round discs. Paint each piece in bold, vibrant shades: ruby, sapphire, emerald, and sunflower. Once the paint has dried, punch small holes at the top and string the discs vertically with fishing line or thin wire. Hang the strands side by side at the entrance of your outdoor kitchen or pergola, allowing them to sway gently in the breeze. During the day, sunlight filters through the colored discs, scattering patterns across the patio floor and tabletops. At night, the curtain glimmers softly under lantern light, creating a cozy, welcoming atmosphere. Surround the kitchen space with grapevines, lavender, and vegetables for a backdrop full of life. This project doesn't just recycle, it elevates your gatherings, making every meal outdoors feel like a celebration under a curtain of color. (18) Bottle shard mosaic flower pots. Give your old pots a colorful second life with the bottle shard mosaic flower pots. This project transforms broken bottles into art, wrapping your plants in a unique frame that glows with creativity and care. To create your own, cut plastic bottles into shard-like pieces. Paint them in soft or bold colors, turquoise, coral, lavender, or sunflower yellow, and let them dry completely. Using waterproof adhesive, press the painted shards around the rim or surface of a plain terracotta pot, arranging them into floral or abstract patterns. Allow everything to set firmly before planting your favorite flowers or herbs inside. When sunlight hits the mosaic, the colors reflect beautifully, making each pot a standout piece in your garden. Fill them with vibrant blooms such as geraniums, petunias, or daisies, and place them along your patio, pathways, or vegetable beds. The mix of flowers and colorful shards creates a joyful, handmade feel that draws the eye. With this DIY, what was once waste now frames life itself. Proof that even broken pieces can become something whole and beautiful again. (19) Bottle piece mirror corner. Sometimes the most magical part of a garden is the reflection it gives back. The bottle piece mirror corner transforms ordinary scraps into a frame of color and light, turning a quiet nook into a place of wonder. To make it, collect plastic bottles and cut them into shard-like pieces. Paint each shard in jewel or pastel tones, emerald, cobalt, crimson, or lavender. Using strong adhesive, arrange the shards around the edge of a rustic garden mirror, forming patterns of flowers, waves, or geometric accents. Add bottle caps as small decorative flourishes to give texture and variety. Place the finished mirror against a garden wall or in a leafy corner. As the sunlight shifts, the painted shards sparkle, and the mirror reflects the blooms and greenery around it. Suddenly, the garden looks doubled. Flowers, vines, and butterflies appearing both in front of and inside the mirror's frame. It's not just decoration. It's an illusion that deepens your garden's beauty and reminds us that waste can reflect wonder when touched by creativity. (20) Bottle lantern pergola roof. Turn your outdoor seating area into a dreamy hideaway with the bottle lantern pergola roof. This DIY creation blends recycled art with soft light, transforming an ordinary pergola into a glowing retreat where every summer evening feels special. To make it, gather bottles of similar sizes and paint them in deep jewel shades: ruby, emerald, sapphire, and amber. After drying, fit each bottle with a small solar light or LED candle. Hang them upside down in rows from the beams of your pergola using sturdy wire or hooks. The more bottles you add, the richer the effect will be. By day, the painted bottles catch sunlight and shine with vibrant color, like a stained glass ceiling above your garden table. By night, the lights flicker to life, creating a canopy of warmth and glow. Surround the pergola with roses, lavender, or grapevines to make the scene feel lush and enchanting. Whether for a family dinner, quiet tea, or evening chat, this project makes your garden feel like a sanctuary, proving that beauty often hangs from the simplest recycled ideas. #21. Bottle Cap Butterfly Garden Markers. Bring both beauty and order to your garden with the Bottle Cap Butterfly Garden Markers. These colorful creations not only help you identify plants but also add a playful, artistic touch to your herb and vegetable beds. To create them, collect several plastic or metal bottle caps. Paint each cap in bright colors, turquoise, crimson, or sunflower yellow. Arrange 4 caps together to form butterfly wings, and attach them to a small wooden or bamboo stake. In the center, add a small painted body made from another cap or a piece of scrap wood. On the wings or a small attached label, write the plant's name in bold, clear letters. Place these butterfly markers throughout your herb or vegetable garden, marking basil, mint, rosemary, or tomatoes. The butterflies will flutter visually among the real plants, blending whimsy with practicality. Children especially will love spotting the colorful insects while helping in the garden. With just a few caps, some paint, and creativity, you can turn waste into cheerful companions that guide you through your harvest. #22. Bottle Top Windmill Garden Toys. Let your garden come alive with motion and color using the Bottle Top Windmill Garden Toys. These playful creations are perfect for adding a sense of joy and movement to your backyard, while recycling bottle tops in a fun and creative way. To make them, gather a collection of plastic bottle tops. Cut and shape each cap into petals or blades, then paint them in bright shades: yellow, red, blue, and green. Attach the caps securely onto a small pin or nail fixed to a wooden or metal stake, ensuring they can spin freely when the wind blows. Place the stakes throughout your flower or vegetable beds for a cheerful effect. On breezy days, the windmills will like bursts of laughter, catching the sunlight and creating flashes of color among your plants. On still days, they stand as tiny sculptures that add texture and charm. Children will love running past them to make them spin, and adults will enjoy their whimsical presence in the garden. This project proves that even the humblest bottle tops can be reborn as sources of delight and beauty. #23. Bottle Mosaic Garden Table. Transform your outdoor dining area into a work of art with the Bottle Mosaic Garden Table. This project reimagines broken plastic bottles as a shimmering mosaic surface, turning waste into a table that feels both unique and timeless. To create it, cut bottles into small shards or flat pieces. Paint each one in a mix of pastel and jewel tones, soft rose, mint green, and lavender paired with bold sapphire or sunflower yellow. Arrange the pieces in floral or abstract patterns across a plain table surface, securing them with strong adhesive. Once set, seal everything with clear resin or varnish to create a smooth, durable finish that can withstand the outdoors. When sunlight strikes the table, the colors sparkle like stained glass, making every meal or tea time feel more magical. Place the table beneath a pergola draped with grapevines or beside blooming lavender to enhance its charm. Surrounded by flowers and fresh vegetables, this table becomes more than just furniture. It becomes a centerpiece of creativity and conversation, reminding everyone that beauty can be crafted from even the simplest of scraps. '24. Bottle Fairy House Village. Turn a quiet garden corner into a world of imagination with the Bottle Fairy House Village. These tiny homes, crafted from recycled bottles, add a sense of wonder that delights children and adults alike. Proof that magic can bloom from even the most ordinary materials. To create your own, collect bottles of different sizes. Cut and shape them into small cottage forms, adding details like arched doors, round windows, or chimney tops. Paint the bottles in soft pastels and earthy hues, lavender, mint, terracotta, or butter yellow, for a whimsical touch. Decorate with moss, tiny pebbles, or twigs to make the houses look nestled in nature. Arrange several together under bushes or beside flower beds to form a little village. By day, the fairy houses peek out among blooms and vegetables, creating playful surprises for anyone exploring your garden. By evening, tuck in small LED tea lights to give the cottages a magical glow. Whether for storytelling with children or simply to spark joy in everyday gardening, this project turns trash into a village of dreams, inviting wonder with every glance. '25. Bottle Cap Garden Clock. Mark the passage of time in your garden with the Bottle Cap Garden Clock, a project that blends function with creativity. With just a handful of discarded caps and some imagination, you can build a timepiece that turns every glance into a moment of delight. To make it, collect 12 bottle caps and paint each one a different color: bright ruby, cobalt, emerald, or lavender. Secure them evenly around a circular wooden or metal base, representing the hours of a clock. Use repurposed metal pieces or painted wooden sticks as clock hands, attaching them to the center with a simple clock mechanism or decorative pivot. Mount the clock on a wooden fence, shed wall, or trellis where it can be seen easily. When the sunlight hits, the colorful caps stand out beautifully, making the clock both functional and artistic. Place it near climbing grapevines, lavender beds, or roses for a charming backdrop. This project doesn't just recycle bottle caps, it transforms them into keepers of time, reminding us that every second in the garden is worth savoring. '26. Bottle Base Greenhouse Panels. Give your plants a home full of color and character with the Bottle Base Greenhouse Panels. This DIY idea takes the simplest part of a bottle, the base, and transforms it into luminous walls that nurture life while dazzling the eye. To build it, collect a large number of plastic bottles. Cut off the bases and paint them in soft pastel or translucent colors like lavender, mint, or rose pink. Attach the bases side by side onto wooden or metal frames using strong adhesive or screws, forming panels. Assemble these panels into a greenhouse structure with a roof and walls. The gaps between the bases allow sunlight to filter in, creating a kaleidoscope of color inside. Fill the greenhouse with herbs such as basil, thyme, or rosemary. Outside, surround it with seasonal flowers and vegetables to blend the structure naturally into your garden. As the sun moves, the painted bottle bases scatter light across plants and soil, creating a magical atmosphere. This project is more than functional. It's a piece of living art that shows how even the most ordinary waste can shelter growth and beauty. '27. Bottle Rainbow Archway. Make every step into your garden feel magical with the Bottle Rainbow Archway. This DIY project transforms ordinary bottles into a gateway of color, welcoming family and guests with a dazzling play of light. To build it, collect bottles in different shapes and sizes. Cut and paint them in rainbow colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Attach them to a sturdy wooden or metal frame, arranging the bottles closely together in vertical rows. Place the frame over a garden path to form a tall archway. As the summer sun shines through, the bottles scatter colorful reflections across flowers, grass, and even the people who walk beneath. Roses and lavender planted nearby will seem to glow against the rainbow hues, while vegetables like tomatoes and strawberries add a natural abundance beneath the arch. More than just decoration, this project creates a true centerpiece for your garden, turning recycling into an unforgettable experience of joy and wonder. Each time you walk through, you'll be reminded that beauty is best when it comes from creativity and care. And that's it. 27 magical DIY bottle creations to brighten your backyard this summer. I hope you found an idea worth trying in your own garden. Which project inspired you the most? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with friends who love gardening. Your support keeps this channel alive and helps turn small dreams into big realities. Until next time, keep creating, keep recycling, and keep finding beauty where others see waste. See you in the next video.